School dropout. No graduation day for you. Beauty school dropout. Missed your midterms and flunk shampoo. Well, at least you could have taken time to wash and clean your clothes up. After spending all that dough to have the doctor fix your nose up. Baby, don't blow it. Don't put my good advice to shame. Baby, you know it. Even dear Abby'd say the same. Now I've called the shot. Get off the pot. I really gotta fly. Gotta be going to that malt shop in the sky. Hey, Wolverine's here, and no one else. This this is not unexpected today. YouTube has been a mess. I can pretty much tell when there's going to be some extra disappointing numbers being notified about a live stream, because everything's been fucked up on YouTube today, trying to get uploads done, everything. Yeah, again, it's not gonna get any better anytime soon. Code found his way in, and Big Green. Now, are you guys, any of you guys getting notifications, or is everybody just finding their way here from the Discord and stuff like that? Because again, with the way YouTube's been today, I kind of expected we're gonna have all kinds of issues, and I wanted to I don't know if I'll have enough time. We got people coming over later. I wanted to start God of War today too. I don't know if I'm going to get time to or not. No notification. Hey, social mute. And Wolverine got it through Discord. That's what I figured. You know, you really wonder. And I just saw somebody on, I believe it was Twitter, going back and forth with YouTube asking about, how come notifications don't go out? And they're still in entire denial about it. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. And the person that I should have actually bookmarked the conversation. Whoever it was, the person saying, well, people that come to my stream are saying no, they don't get notified at all. And YouTube took the same thing they always have. Well, yes, they do. So, again, they're never going to admit to anything. It's always just going to be that we're all lying to them. It's all our shared delusion that notifications don't go out. I've got time. I'm just refreshing the subscription page, Ivan. Oh, that's, like I say, that seems to be the way to have found your way here today, because we're not doing notifications. Oh, Philip did get one. Ah, well, at least I got one out there. That gives me hope, because it seemed almost yeah, absolutely, Philip. He says YouTube lies like a child caught in a lie. That's what I've always said. They're dealing with them many times is like dealing with a 5-year-old. They just stick their fingers in their ears and go, la, 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 that didn't happen, that didn't happen, that didn't happen, and they figure that'll make it go away. Or maybe that means it actually didn't happen. Hey, Poppy. And that's what Toyin says. Not a notification, saw it on my recommendation. That's days like that. That's typically how everybody's finding their way in. No, I had told the gang, Alec, the next gaming stream will be. I'm not stopping GTA 5. I'm just going to mix it in. But I want to try out God of War. And then I might post that I wouldn't stream. I may soon be posting some Happy Wheels gameplay, because I loved Happy Wheels, but then, YouTube has gone through all its different freaking rules depending on how close we were to the apocalypse and all that shit. And for a while, you really couldn't do anything with Happy Wheels gameplays. They were just looking for reasons to hit you with a strike. But now I see, apparently they've calmed down on that again. And I liked Happy Wheels. And it'd be fun to see what some of the new maps are and stuff. Hi, Kaiser. Got back to campus on Monday, so just trying to spend a little more time with the fam. Yeah. Oh, that's, at least you got to go back, Ivan. Brax was supposed to go back this coming. No, well, we were going to bring him up Sunday, and that was for because he's an RA, so that was for training. They always do a week or so of training before classes start. They put that off. They said, "Don't bother. We'll just do the training remotely." And now they just got a notification that when they do all go back to class, when everybody's back, the first week is going to be all remote. So why have the kids come back if you're going to do everything remote? I mean, it's so, especially here in New York. Well, California, I guess, is bad too. The rules, because it's a state school, the rules they come up with are just fucking bizarre and make no sense. It's all about the money and placating a psychotic governor. So this way they figure, well, they can tell Governor Dipshit Hochul that, oh yeah, we're doing the right thing. We're making sure to keep them apart, even though it's the Omicron variant, which we all know about that. But anyway, we're doing the right thing by COVID, but we don't want to lose any money, so we want to make sure that we've made their dorms available to them, so nobody asks us for a refund on on their lodging. That's what it is. It's all about money. So you're calling all the kids back to make them sit in their dorms and take the classes from there. Figure that one out. Code says at this point, I'm more surprised if I get a notification. You just can't trust Susan. This is why TikTok is overtaking Google. And they really don't, they really just don't care. I just, again, I don't think YouTube, honestly, or Google has a lot of love for YouTube anymore. They tied it together, with that name, with it being YouTube TV. But outside of that, I just really don't think they give a shit. No, there won't be a Happy Wheels vid today. Like I said, we got people coming over later, and if I got time today, I want to start. This would be a live stream. I want to start God of War. I'm really anxious. You guys got me jacked up for that. But I did have Happy Wheels open yesterday just before I went to bed to check and excuse me, guys, and see if everything was still as is, and it is. It still looks fun. So I will be making a video of that. YouTube TV didn't work out the way they hoped, so they stopped caring. I think even more than that, Big Green, was I do think they make money with YouTube TV. They don't with YouTube. But what sucked was them branding their TV offerings with YouTube, because now that tied us into it. I don't know if there was any chance that they would have ever sold this, sold YouTube anyway. Probably not, because Google's got enough money and ridiculous amounts of ego, and they don't like to admit defeat. So they've got enough money to absorb the losses, is what I'm saying. I don't think they would have ever gotten rid of it anyway. But with it being tied by name to YouTube TV, I think we got no chance of them letting it go. Oh, I'm hoping, Alec. I'm not sure. Again, it'll depend on how time unfolds for me. But I want to try it. And then, and then we will be doing more. Last night, again, before I went to bed, I caught up on a couple things. And I just I recorded some footage from GTA 5 for making thumbnails for the future videos. And I was going to do the same for God of War, but I got thinking, I can't really collect footage until I play the game. And I don't want to play the game without you guys. So all I've got, I just recorded the splash screen, the opening screen of God of War, so I can make a thumbnail for the first one. And then the whole YouTube Shorts game. Yeah, Ivan, that's a beauty. It was bad enough. I see what they're trying to do with overtaking TikTok and everything. And then the bullshit they came up with about, oh no, we're going to put together a big fund and you'll pay everybody a little something for doing it, which of course they just share with their special crew anyway. But then when I found out if you make any video and shoot it with your camera and you shoot it in portrait mode, they call it a short, whether you put it up through YouTube Shorts or not. They're just, they're garbage. I had YouTube TV, Rigid Rat, and actually I'm looking again. I had YouTube TV. It wasn't too bad. And then they had a fight with Disney, and so they lost all the ESPNs and everything. I was like, fuck you. I was gone the minute they lost them. I got what did I get now? I have Spectrum. I have Spectrum streaming. Channel selection isn't bad. Very clunky app and everything. And then I found out now the other day I had to do some running around while a football game was on I wanted to see. So I was going up to Lowe's. I stopped at Lowe's. I'm like, oh, I'm going to check the game on my phone before I go in. So I use the app. I go to watch the game and I get a prompt saying, we can't display this for you now. Please get back to your home, your home wireless network. I'm like, what the fuck good is having streaming TV if you can only use it within your own house? So they're going in the shit can next. I got lined up. I think I'm going to give a try to DirecTV streaming next. What kind of fucking stupid shit is that? Why would you do that? Why would anybody say stay subscribed? That's one of the great advantages to streaming TV is you can bring it with you. Well, not if you're with Spectrum. Code says, funny thing is, since TikTok overtook them, YouTube is pushing a lot of YouTube shorts and trending. Oh, yeah. They're pushing the hell out of them, Code. They'll give you, I mean, that's basically what they're saying is if you're willing to make YouTube shorts, we'll push them so you can get more eyeballs to your channel. That's what they're selling right now. Philip says, Google has a lot of reason to be sure of itself. I can tell you in one word, Bing. Yeah, yeah, Philip. And when you think about it, outside of the search engine itself, the Google search engine, most of the things Google has created have failed. The stuff they have that does well are things that they bought from other people, that other people created. If you look around at their suite of offerings. Excuse me. Let's see. Super Bowl prediction code? It's tough. Packers got to be the favorite in the NFC. Of course, I root for the Cowboys, but they got to be the favorite the way Rodgers is playing right now. Chiefs or Bills in the AFC. Chiefs are the favorites. I'd like to see the Bills. I think the Bills match up with the Chiefs well. I think it might be the Bills. Hey, Anbu says no notification, but what's up, Pimp Spaz? Yeah, we are just talking about that, Anbu. Today has been a more than usual fuck up day on YouTube anyway. Just trying to post videos, stuff like that. Everything's been a mess. You can tell the days that they're all drunk or high or whatever it is that causes that. Lud says, hello, YouTube, and by extension the Discord bot seem to be taking a shit today. Yeah, YouTube's definitely taking a shit. Oh, the Discord bot too. I wonder though too, Lud. I'm not as familiar with the bots and how all the machinations of them. The Discord bot probably has to get information from YouTube, and YouTube's so fucked up today. I'm wondering if that had something to do with it. The bot couldn't even communicate properly. Rigid Rat says, my YouTube channel has a fair share of shorts and tend to get a lot more views. Yes, it does help tiny channels like mine get attention at least. Right. That's basically what they're saying. If you guys are willing to, and I'm not saying, especially like you say, a smaller channel, I'm not throwing stones. By all means, you should make use of it. Because basically what they're saying is, if you'll help us with YouTube Shorts so we can make a run at TikTok, we'll promote those videos for you. Because they're not going to give you anything else. They're not even going to put ads on them. Not going to give you any monetization. But they're saying, we will give you eyeballs on your videos. So yes, you're doing the right thing though, pal. As much as they pissed me off, don't get me wrong. By all means, you should be using them. Sector Alpha Zero, good to see you, pal. Hey, Curtis, George. Sorry about Notre Dame. Oh, that was terrible. Atkinson, who died in December 2019, he looked good. Yeah, that was sad. He was his dad was a really great player in the NFL. The Atkinson, but he had two sons that played at Notre Dame. Lute says, well, the bots are dependent on the YouTube API, so yeah, it's more efficient than YouTube's notification, but it can't do anything when YouTube itself is fucked. That's what I figure. I'm sure the Discord bot is probably operating fine. It's YouTube that's fucked in the head. See, I really wanted to play God of War with you guys. It almost makes me, again, a little bit hesitant just because I'm concerned. It's like, I don't want to start a stream if nobody's going to get notified. It's not because I need the views. It's just because I feel bad when the video goes live to the channel, and then all the comments are basically the same thing. Oh, I didn't get notified, really wanted to watch it. And I just feel bad for people. It's just, AJ says, I feel like YouTube management has just decreased over time. Yeah, like I said, it almost seems like a lack of interest. YouTube is never going to be a cornerstone, or I don't believe it's ever going to be an important part of the Google or the Alphabet empire. So they're never going to put a lot into it. And again, it's all ego stuff. It's just like why they're doing YouTube Shorts is just an ego thing. They don't like the fact that TikTok overtook them. Platoshka says I'm retarded. Lud, the 2018 one, the most recent one. I got the. Do I have it here? I got the case here somewhere. Geez, you can't even see it. We got all the stickers on it. Hold on. Brax picked it up probably in 2018, I think. But as you guys know, we it's been since about then. It won't come off anyway. But it's been since about then that we went exclusively to PC gaming. So we haven't had anything to do with the consoles. I didn't even know we had that. I was going to buy it, and Brax was like, no, dude, we got it. I did. Philip says, did you hear about the protesters' cavalry charging the police in Kazakhstan? I did. Apparently the government there jacked up fuel price and are pissed. Yeah, did you hear the latest, though? Oh, no, that wasn't Kazakhstan. Where was that? Somebody, somewhere with unrest in the world. Forgot which nation it was. They just said that they will shoot to kill now to put down the protests. Let's see. Kaiser says, just finished a Mecca where a Kamina lookalike blew up a city by being a dense fuck towards his girlfriend. That God of War is amazing. That's what I'm hearing, Bonzi, buddy. That's why I wanted to try it just because of, you guys, Spaz Kids, so many people just telling me what a great game it was. And with us currently playing GTA 5, it's a perfect time to try something else out because, as I've said, one of the many great things about GTA 5 is it's a game that you can just put down and come right back to a week later or 2 weeks later, whatever, because you're just picking up on the missions and stuff. And that really does. It makes it fun. It makes you able to play with a little bit of different selections. Vin says, have you ever been onto Saints Row 4? Yeah, the jiggle is amazing if you know what I'm saying. I love Saints Row. Saints Row is a fantastic game. It's still got which I'm sure all you guys will know what it is. Saints Row still contains my favorite weapon in any video game anywhere. Yeah, I know. You're right, Philip. That could be any number of places. France, the Netherlands, Australia, or Kazakhstan. I forgot where it was. It might have been Kazakhstan. It was I just glanced the headline before I came in on social media, and they were saying that the authorities said that the military will now begin to shoot to kill. Yeah, Madman. We're just talking about that. They didn't bother with notifications at all for us. Probably because somewhere deep down, Susan knows how much we all enjoy the Free for All Fridays, and she was like, "You guys can't tell me what to do. Can't make me give you notifications." Oh no! Chrome says, "Avoid the new Saints Row coming out. Then it's basically hipster Saints Row without the crazy stuff." No,
that is not confirmed in any way, shape,
Chrome's usually got a lot of good information.
I mean, they haven't showed anything that would say that it's
realistic
or anything.
You're upsetting Brax Chrome. He's saying that's not confirmed yet.
We haven't played the game yet, so how are we supposed to know? We've seen trailers and stuff that show that it's still insane and zany and stuff like that. But no, we haven't seen the dildo weapon.
Right.
Because they never show them to really begin with.
No, the penetrator they never did. Yeah.
So
I don't know. We'll have to see. But if they nerf that down, I'm going to be freaking pissed. Spaz Kid is in denial, Big Green says. Irene says, just came back from shoveling snow for 3 hours. Kind of feel like I'm falling apart, but I'm hanging in there. Oh, are you? Well, you guys know I'm in upstate New York. Well, a lot of the country got it. Are you east of me? Are you over on the I-95 corridor through there, or even south of me? Because you guys got whacked. Like Central Park got 5.5 inches of snow. I went out this morning, and our wheelchair ramp and our stairs, I just swept them off with a broom. Had maybe half an inch. Gimster says, while I haven't played God of War myself, I can say that it didn't earn Game of the Year for being lackluster. Yeah, right. Good point. Good point. I'm anxious. I'm really anxious to get started on it. Kaiser says, God of War fits. You're a bald action dude who's dad of boy, or should I say dad of Spaz Boy. Philip's having a busy day. Got a reply and didn't hear it. I keep getting interrupted. First it's my dentist calling, then my parents wanting help moving a cabinet. Philip's going to be a part-time furniture mover today. Lud says, yeah, the implications are it'll not be as crazy as the past ones. Speaking of nerfing down, however, the Rockstar boss has apparently said GTA is going to be going in a less edgy direction. So me no happy. Why is this guy? Is it just the PC crowd? Everybody's afraid of them? Is that what it is? So you're going to take the things that made your franchises successful, which is the insanity. I mean, that both those titles, Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row, were over the top with the violence and the silliness and the titties and whatever else the case may be, and that's what made you popular. And now it's like, well, it might hurt somebody's fifis on Twitter, so I think we'll just nerf it down. Is this what we're doing? Oh, really? Chrome says it's pretty confirmed from interviews. The new devs are pretty ashamed of where Saints Row went. Best way to describe it, Saints Row presented by Fortnite. Yeah, I would be out. You're 100% right there. The only thing I can say is, if that's the case, if they nerf down both Saints Row and GTA, you're just opening the door for some developer to make themselves a shit ton of money, because somebody will come along and fill that market void. Nothing happened to the Breaking Bad reactions one. It's exactly what I said. They take a long time. And when I have time, I'll watch more Breaking Bad. Gimster says, you guys are complaining about 5-6 inches of snow? Yeah, we Canadians got around 4 feet this winter. Old man winter is just getting started over here. That's amazing. Because Gimster, for those of you who don't know, is up in Canada. You got 4 feet. Gimster, we haven't gotten... Trying to remember, the most snow we've gotten in one snowfall here, right where I am, was less than 2 inches. I don't remember less than 2 inches. That hits close to home. I don't remember being this far into the winter and having this little snow. It's probably happened in my lifetime, but I don't remember it. Andu says, remember the good old days when the U.S. certain places would get like 50 inches of snow? Yes, the Trump. Andu, when I was a kid up here in upstate New York, we used to do that fairly routinely. I told you guys about when I was a kid on Thanksgiving Day, how we got like 2.5 feet. And oh, yeah. And now, obviously, as Gimster says, up in Canada, they still deal with that. But the weather patterns have definitely changed. They've shifted. Because south of us and east of us, that used to get nothing compared to what we got, now seem to get more, just like in this last storm. No notification, Connor? Yeah, nobody got him. Nobody got him. I would say, guys, for any of you who can, if you're not already, if you're not members of the Discord, sign up just for you get the stream notifications, because YouTube is just never going to be consistent for us. Yeah, me too, Rigid Rat. He says, my state got snow last night. Wasn't that much. Us too. We got some, but again, I just swept it off. Joel says, hey Curtis, I noticed you have a Saitama Funko Pop. That's cool. I recently bought a Jiraiya Funko, except my one has popsicles in his hands instead of a giant toad. Does he? That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I gotta mix these up. I'm gonna every so often just switch them out because I got the rest of my pops over here, and I'll switch them out. Maybe we'll put in some. I don't know. Maybe we'll put in some One Piece or Dragon Ball. I don't know. I have to think. I have to think of what's next. My Hero. I don't know. But we'll mix them up. State of Maine, there's like 10 inches of snow out, and still snowing tenders. Yeah, I see that. That's what I mean. To the south and the east of us got blasted and went right around us. It's okay. I'm not complaining. Hold on. Chrome's got something. She says found it. Hold on. Open that in a new window. Oh, here it is. Was probably not returning is the exact tone of humor that players might remember from Saints Row 3 and 4. I remember laughing often at Saints Row 3 when I played it 10 years ago, but it took some Googling to remember just how embarrassingly edgy its writing was. Between memorable set pieces and lovable characters were moments of casual sexism and homophobia when its main cast and beyond, the sort of stuff that I breezed by in all media when I was a dumb 15-year-old. Without getting specific about the series past, studio development director Jim Boone said the Saints Row reboot will bring the series into the 2020s. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the last place you want to bring it. We love the old Saints Row games, but we also recognize those games are games of a time. They made sense within that era. We were able to do things that felt good back then. But that tone is not something we feel like we want to do today. We have a different kind of story we want to tell. Yeah, the story you can tell is go fucking bankrupt. Jesus Christ. So fucking tired of pussies. God damn. That's exactly. So basically what that said was they're afraid of the mobs. They're afraid of being canceled. That's all it is. I hope nobody buys that fucking thing. Gimster says, my granddad said in his teen years, 60s and 70s, it was normal to shovel up to dig out of the house. Yes, and go to work. We Canadians get it a bit rough sometimes. Yeah, we've had that happen. Not as often as you guys do, Gimster, but back in the day we'd had that happen. Well, like you said, where you shovel up. Yeah, it's happened to us. Especially, depending on where your door is, if you get wind across that part of your house and it would just drift it right shut. Cowboy Bebop says I had to shovel sand after dust storms. Yikes. Irene says I don't understand trying to make GTA or SR tamer. I don't either at all. That's like limiting speed in games like Forza or Need for Speed, right? We're not playing to promote the Constitution. We're here to act batshit crazy. And they just don't get that. And these are major corporations and they don't see it. And they don't even understand the people that are going to bitch that their game is whatever, misogynistic or xenophobic or this, that, or the other. The people that are going to pitch those bitches aren't fucking buying your game anyway. Why do you care what they think? It's funny. It's just because I've gotten older, and when I talk about doing like stand-up or something like that, my sense of humor has changed. Just because I've got enough life experience now, I guess, that I like talking about things from my life more than some of the stuff that would be considered edgy. But I still find that stuff funny. And seeing all this makes me want to go right back out on the road and just be as nasty and mean-spirited and evil as I can. Just to prove that you can still do that. And if somebody doesn't like it, too fucking bad. Don't listen. Jesus Christ. Because you can't do it here. They'll just shut the channel down. Oh, here's the art style, Chrome says. Hold on, I'm going to pop that link up. What the Oh, Brax, you do have to look at some of the art style coming for this game.
What, for Saints Row?
Yeah.
Why? The trailers and everything, it looks sort of...
Oh, I don't like this, what I'm looking at right now. What the fuck are these people? It looks like 4 people, all of which I'd like to smack. Oh, no. Hey, I've heard that one, Gabe. When I die, I want to die like my grandfather who died peacefully in his sleep, not screaming like all the passengers in his car. I like that one. Did it? Thomas says, I heard it snowed in northern Florida Monday. I know it has in the past, up in the Panhandle region up there. I know they've gotten it in the past. Typically, obviously, it snows in the morning and then, by mid-morning it's all melted. But I have heard them getting it before. Joel says, anyone here like Popeye the Sailor Man? Yeah, I used to watch him a lot as a kid. I used to watch his black and white show along with the original 1967 Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Popeye. Well, I was into it when I was a kid. I wanted to eat spinach so bad, but it's so fucking gross. I would talk my mom into buying it, and then I'd go to eat it and almost puke. It's like, I can't be Popeye. This stuff tastes like shit. I did. I used to really get upset. Jack says cocaine. Oh, you mean actual snow? more like Saints Low, not Saints Row. But again, what exactly does that mean? Am I wrong, guys? What does that mean? We're going to bring it into the 2020s. The vast majority of people who played your games originally are still alive, still enjoyed them. What makes you think that all of a sudden we want you to change the nature of the game? One of the fun things about video games is their escapism. They're not supposed to be real. Just because you find some off-color humor entertaining and funny in a video game doesn't mean that you subscribe to that train of thought. Comedy is based in outlandishness. And they just don't get that. They're so scared. They're so afraid. And those are titles that are absolutely... They're cancel proof. Because the people that will try and cancel you aren't the ones who are going to be buying the goddamn game to begin with. And those of us who were going to be buying the game could give a fuck less what the cancel heads say. I don't know. Chrome says, never played Saints Row. Had a chance when it was 90% off on Switch, but I've seen some streams of it making it PC. Doesn't work. Oh, no. I mean, it was so crazy, Chrome. I mean, you're running around town with a great big giant purple dildo beating the shit out of people with it. Joel says, my favorite Saints Row is 4, re-elected because it's basically Matrix with GTA 5 and it's amazing. Oh, they were so good. Those games were excellent. Nah. Gabe says, why did O.J. Simpson want to move to West Virginia? Everyone has the same DNA. Philip says, the 2020s suck. Agreed. Nobody wants content that's made for the 2020s. And even to say that, to me, is just so condescending and stupid. We're going to make content that's appropriate for the 2020s. The general worldview of people hasn't changed that much. But you've got a very small but very vocal minority on social media, and these idiot corporations look at that and go, oh, that's how people feel. If you people that think Twitter is reality, if you even look at recent elections, like say the Democratic primaries, the people who went out first and earliest were the ones with the bigger Twitter followings. Means nothing. It got down to Bernie versus Biden. Bernie had a sizable lead. I mean, he was winning the early primaries. It got down to the two of them. Bernie's profile and followers on Twitter and throughout social media, but Twitter's the highly political one, outnumbered Biden astronomically, and Biden kicked the shit out of him. He finished him as far as a presidential contender. Those people don't, it doesn't mean anything. The things that come from Twitter mean less than nothing. Most of the stuff that trends on there is started by fucking dipshits. Gimster says, so far about this winter we hit -4, yikes, with wind chill -26, We're just about to start entering the cold season. It's going to be tough. Yeah, we're getting our first cold snap, Gimster, Monday and Tuesday nights, and we're supposed to hit single digits. We're supposed to be at like 2 to 4 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's the first really cold snap we're getting, which sucks. I can't. Yeah, I couldn't deal. I hate dealing with this. I couldn't anymore deal with what you guys deal with up there. Excuse me. Heard you're going to start Black Clover at the Patreon after the current $1 tier. That's going to be interesting. Feels kind of mediocre, but still fine. I think the anime was just canceled. Yeah, I'll tell you though, Chroma gets a lot of support on our and has throughout the nominations and polls. But I'll be interested. I'll be interested to see how good it is. Madman says, I grew up on cartoons where the main characters beat the shit out of the villains. Right. Popeye, Underdog, Space Ghost, etc. Love some cartoon violence. Yeah. The thing of it is, and this is what a lot of society has lost grasp of. Hey, thanks, Bebop. Cartoons aren't going to force people into violence, otherwise normal people into violence. I mean, we've had, neither are video games. The vast majority of people are able to differentiate between what they see in their entertainment as opposed to what they would like to see or what they would like to inflict in their real lives. And those that can't make that distinction are fucked up anyway. Just is what it is. There were going to be people that were going to be a problem no matter what. But it still comes back to the same thing, that now, and this is one of the biggest changes in the way the world looks at things, now it's commonplace to want to change things for a vast majority if a tiny minority might misuse something. That's the way it is. That's what people would like. If I have to hear one more, if we lose just one person to fill in the blank, well, guess what? There's a lot of shit you're going to lose people to. It doesn't mean you change it for the rest of the world. Gabe says, what's the difference between a southern zoo and a northern zoo? A southern zoo has a description of the animal on the front of the cage along with a recipe. Chrome says, I'm genuinely surprised by that. Again, it's as a fine, but I was like 70-ish episodes in and felt a bit paint by numbers. Yami was fun, though. I'd put above Boruto at least. Big Green says, speak for yourself. I played Postal 2 and I wanted to put a cat on a shotgun as a silencer. Yeah, in fairness, me too. Yeah, but is that really that bad? Big Green says, it's like when fans of Doom got upset over demons being called mortally challenged in one of the trailers. Instead of removing the phrase, they doubled down and used it multiple times in the game. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Young Chuff Puff says, exactly. This is why back in the old days, natural selection happened. Dumb people would take care of themselves, usually by falling off a cliff. It's too safe these days. Yeah. And the thing of it is, especially when it comes to entertainment, let's use these games as an example. Nobody forces anybody to play them. If you don't like the content in the game, don't play the fucking game. It's as simple as that. Well, somebody's going to play it and they're going to be influenced by it. Well, then, if they're influenced by what they see in a video game, this was a demented mind that you were dealing with anyway, and you're going to have something to deal with that person regardless. So to tell the 99.9% of the people that this game has to be changed from the way you like it because 0.01 over there might take something bad from it, fuck you. Bullshit. Doom is the ultimate Christian game. Cowboy Bebop says, people only play The Sims to kill their Sims. I know some people that have done that. Anbu says, I would lose my left nipple for Erase to hit the polls. One of the best anime I've seen in recent time. A crime drama with time travel. Just awesome. I may even break the mold, because there were a couple others. I generally don't poll for the $1 level. But even when I was talking about Black Clover, there were several others I was seriously considering. I may break the mold, and just this one time, I might let you guys, the Gooshers, over at the Patreon, I might have you guys vote in. It's not going to be wide open. There won't be nominations. I'll just list these few that I've been thinking about putting in and see which one you guys like the most. Irene says, I was pleasantly surprised by Boruto's fight choreography. It does a little more of what we like from certain Naruto fights. Now, that I have heard that, Irene. A bunch of people have said some of the fights are really, really good. It's just the unfortunate thing is it takes you so... You have to plow, and this is what I've been told. I haven't watched Boruto. You have to plow through so much mediocre crap to get to those fights. That's what makes it rough. But yes, even the people that don't like Boruto have said to me that there are some stellar, really good fights in it. Lex says, I actually am playing The Sims while watching this stream, and my Sim is doing alchemy, which is satanic, so maybe the Karens have a point. Excuse me. Chrome says, by the way, there's now another group mad at Urusei Yatsura getting animated. Attack on Titan fans. They're mad. Hold on. They're mad that the teaser has more views and likes than the trailer for the final part. Oh, well, that's called take that to the butthurt complaint section and stick it up your ass. Gimster says, if I start creating games, I'm probably going to say that I'd follow the PC rules and then Bat Basket crazy with gameplay and story. That'll show them. I think if you substantially nerf down GTA and or Saints Row, I think it'll destroy the series, because that's why we played them. As far as I can tell, I have never encountered, and with having the channel and everything, we talk video games a lot. I get to talk to a lot of people online and everything. I have never ever heard anybody complain that GTA 5 or any of the GTAs or Saints Row were too violent, or that they would play them if they weren't so over the top. I've never heard anybody say that. I've had probably into the thousands by now between comments on videos and stuff, had a lot of people go on and on about how cool they were because the violence was so over the top ridiculous, but I've yet to hear anybody say that they needed to tone it down. So Kaiser says, isn't it ironic that Beavis and Butthead showed adults as irresponsible, self-righteous shits, and yet a mother blamed it for her son burning her house down? Yeah. And that's exactly the problem, is somebody will take that seriously. Some people do take it seriously. It's not, well, that kid had fucking issues. Because if your kid watched anything on TV and took that as the reason to commit arson, the kid had fucking problems. Hi, Mario. Mario Ultimate Art says hello. New subscriber. Good to have you. Ever reacted to Mushoku Tensei? No, I haven't, Arun. No, I haven't reacted to that one. Sasha, I remember how I was a kid and I learned how to flush the toilet. I lost my shit. I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up a little early. What time is it? It's almost 2. I might be able to... Yeah, I might still be able to sneak in God of War. Now, the best thing I can tell you guys is what, if you're at the Discord, just watch for a notification there, or just check the channel every so often, because you can't rely on notifications going out at all, especially today. But I'm gonna try and play some God of War. I did set it all up last night. I put it in the PS4. I got all the downloads because that took a while. Everything needed to be updated. It should be ready to go. I should be able to put it in and go. I've got some stuff I got to do. And then I got to find out from my wife. Again, we're having people over later. I got to find out exactly what time so I know how much time I've got. But maybe I can come up. Everybody seems to be hyped to play God of War. And I know I am. So maybe we'll give that a go. Yeah, Jack. So again, apologies for the lack of notifications. But I should be able to do a God of War stream. So if you guys can make it, by all means come in and check. You just might have to check around to get notified, or as I say, just join up at the Discord if just to get the Discord notifications, because they're much more reliable than YouTube's. Guys, thanks for the chat. This, as always, Free For All Fridays are so much fun. Apologies, there couldn't be more of us here because Susan said, "No, fuck you guys," to notifications. But as always, it's a great time anyway. And I will try and get started on God of War. I'm really having, for those of you who didn't hear me go on about this before, with the new way I've got things set up here, it makes gaming so much more fun. Oh, and we're in serious talks. It looks like maybe next week we're going to do a marathon gaming stream. I'll give you more details if it comes to fruition. It would be 10 hours of gaming. Me, Spaz Kid, and Spaz Kid's girlfriend all taking turns in front of the camera gaming for 10 straight hours. That I think that would be a blast if that works out, and if you guys have a good time with it, if Braxton's girlfriend have a good time with it, when they're home from college, maybe we'll do one every so often. Yeah, we're thinking of a 10-hour stream. Yeah, we'll all take turns. Yeah, because I got the games I'm playing here. Braxton's got games he likes. His girlfriend's got games she likes. The two of them might hook up and play a little League, because again, we got the both computers set up right here close to each other. So yeah, it would be a lot of fun. All right, guys. Well, like I say, I'm going to get going. Hopefully in a little bit I can be back up here and start a God of War stream. If you can, come on and hang out with that. Thanks for the Free For All Friday. I appreciate it. Had a lot of fun with it, as I always do. And to prove to you how much fun I had with it, of course, it's premium, high quality, first rate Free For All Friday sticky stuff. Oh, you guys are going to enjoy that. Wow. That's a given. You're going to enjoy this. Here comes Free For All Friday sticky stuff. The thing we wait all week for. Pampu, pampu. Sticky stuff for you. Sticky stuff for you. Goose, 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 goodbye. Give us theirs. That's right, pal. Sticky stuff for you. Sticky stuff for you. Sticky stuff for you. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashly like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, every day, rain or snow, sunshine or cloudiness, it's always the ultimate. Goose, 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 goose. Goose. Ooh, I held that one for a while. I think I pooped.